latest legal challenge to Kansas abortion laws, a judge blocking the state from enforcing measures that date back 2 decades. Another victory for abortion rights supporters after voters last year maintained the state's constitutional right to an abortion. Sean Logging taking a look at this temporary injunction and what it means as well as the impact on abortion access.
Mike, this was prompted by a lawsuit filed earlier this year by Planned Parenthood and the Center for Reproductive Rights. This court injunction will remain in place until the court hears this case in June of next year. The last few years working on issues around reproductive rights in Kansas.
Reproductive equity for everybody.
Wichita State graduate student Delaney Jones has seen a lot.
Although it can be monotonous and oftentimes boring, there are times when laws like these directly affect you and your loved ones, and you really need to pay attention to those.
One thing Delaney advocates for is increased access for medication abortion. The latest change in Kansas, the vice president of the campus's URGE chapter called Focus, is watching came Monday from a district court judge in Johnson County.
Although that injunction is temporary, it is extremely important, and I'm glad it's out there to bring attention to what is in place already in Kansas.
The judge's injunction blocks the state from enforcing a handful of state abortion laws, including the 24-hour waiting period, which dates back to the 1990s. And information providers are to tell patients, which providers say is inaccurate about the risk of abortions. It also blocks a new law requiring providers to say medication abortions are reversible, something abortion rights supporters and the judge in the injunction says is not based on scientific evidence and potentially dangerous.
I hope this conversation pushes people to ask why. Why is this here? Who is making these laws? And why are we allowing lawmakers to decide what we do with our bodies rather than our physicians and ourselves?
This injunction criticized by abortion rights opponents. A statement from the Kansas Catholic Conference says, in part, this devastating ruling ignores science, harms women, and destroys innocent life. The Catholic Church in Kansas will persevere in our efforts to authentically and compassionately meet the needs of women experiencing an unplanned pregnancy. To support issuing the injunction, the judge citing the right to abortion granted by the Kansas Constitution, which the public vote last year upheld. This is just one of the legal challenges ongoing in the state against the state's abortion laws. Earlier this year, challenges went before the Kansas Supreme Court.